Oh, welcome, my fellow citizen. As you can see, I am exploring a little bit in another great and amazing generalist ship, Anvil Carrack. Anvil Carrack is perhaps one of the greatest ships in the game. Period. This ship is not so amazing because not all the stuff that this ship has are already in the game. Because of that, this ship sometimes falls into oblivion and a lot of people don't know about it or even don't use it. But this ship you can buy in the game. Of course, it's a little bit more expensive and also you can get it for real money, but still the greatness of this ship is just astonishing. So let's go today to check out, I think, in my opinion, the second best generalist ship in the game. And perhaps for some people, even better than Starlancer TAC, because this ship actually has a crafting station, drone station, medical bay, whatever you need, this ship has. And if someone says, well, the CIG doesn't want to make a ships that will cover everything because nobody will buy other ships, that's not true. Here is the Carrick, the ship that can do literally anything and still nobody flies it. Let's dive into it. So first we have something amazing. We have bridge on 2 decks. This is the first deck from above and you can still fly it. Look how beautiful this cockpit is. And there's also blast shield, I'm gonna show it to you soon. Behind me we have this place for all of your crew to fly with you. I think this ship reminds me so much on Star Trek ships and also the Star Wars ships, well, the very best of them. The placement of everything is this ship is just absolute perfection. And then if we go down to the lower bridge and you enter into this, come on, this cannot get better. This is one of the greatest bridges in the game. I think the Perseus and this thing from the big ships have absolutely amazing bridges. Once we are here, just look at this view. It feels like you're actually flying in the space and the ship is so huge. Just look at the size of this thing. This is why I say this is the second best ship, because his size is a little bit too much for one player. This ship deserves an entire crew and it pains me to fly this ship without crew. But sadly there are so many other ships that are better for the current state of the game to be used as a fully manned ships, so Carrick often is left behind. This ship also has a little bit updated storages. Now these beautiful places where you put the cargo open exactly as they should. And overall, the Carrack looks freaking amazing. It has a little bug. Well, I think something that is missing is the elevator that will go all the way down. It has an elevator that goes through the entire ship on the back of the ship, but probably because of that turret in the back, it doesn't go all the way down. So if it was possible, I would move that turret a little bit at the front and make an elevator that will go all the way down. Then this ship will be absolutely perfect. It has also docking station. You can see it here, this round hole. Yeah, everything that you need from the ship. You have a cargo down here, you have a cargo upstairs. You can bring a little Anvil ship with it. I mean, it doesn't get better than this. As I said, the only thing that slows this ship down is the state of the game, and actually having so many features makes this ship a little bit hard to use every day. So as we are going through this hallway, we have here elevator, as you can see already, to go to the upper bridge, and through this hallway we are coming to the next part of the ship. On the right side here we have a captain quarters. I just really miss that the CIG doesn't do this anymore. Look at this. This thing is already prepared for you as a captain. There are books, there is a chess figures. You can actually play this chess. Wow. And look at this drinks, stuff, teddy bear. It feels like a home. And through these doors here, we're coming to the place where we can log off and sleep in the ship, and private bathroom for the captain. Absolute perfection of the ship. Now as we are continuing to walking through the ship, on the left side we have for the crew where we relax, play some pool, and on the right side we have a dining tables. I'm not gonna go inside because this thing is so huge it will take a lot of time. Through these doors we're coming to something magnificent. This is the best medbay in Star Citizen. This is actually Star Trek medbay. Just look at these doors, preventing, I don't know, alien diseases to go out if someone is sick, and just look how magnificent this thing is. We have 2 beds on the side for healing. I say it, and not often, we need a crew for this ship. This ship is such a waste if you don't have a crew. Imagine having here NPC blades. Wow. And look at this medical bed. It actually feels from the future. And it's a tier 2. You can set an imprint here or lay in bed and heal yourself. And these glass doors. Perfection. And this is what I meant when I was looking at the bay of the Starlancer TAC. It lacks this. Look at these medicines, microscope, some kind of stuff inside. Yeah, to feel actually like it is a medical bay. No question about it, this ship feels actually alive. It has its own quirks. Sometimes you can hear the squeaks inside of the ship. Here is another elevator that will lead you down all the way and up. And here to these doors you will have, as I like to call it, Jeffrey tubes, the Star Trek. And through this hallway we continue through the ship again. Here is a little bit darker, but actually really cool design. We are now behind the medbay. So beautiful. And here is the central elevator that I was talking about. I'm gonna call it. And enter. Let's go all the way up to the cartography deck. This is actually a real exploration ship. Here you could in future set your waypoints and fly there. That is why I say that this game still lacks so many features that Carrick already have to make this ship absolute perfection. If I would compare any ship with this, it would be from Mass Effect Normandy. When you play as a Captain Shepard, I think this ship could serve the same exact purpose, only lack a little bit less weapon. It could serve to fight the Reapers, no question about it. Look at this, suit lockers, escape pods, perfectly integrated into the wall, just perfection. And here we have doors to outside. I think these are broke a little bit because of the paint, because this is a beautiful red auspicious paint. And look at this. If we have a gravity, we can walk over the ship here, but since I don't have a gravity, I'm already outside of the ship. How cool is this, guys? And you can also open this here, hangar, and fly directly in it. Perfection. Let's go to the technical deck. This is where the fun starts. Here immediately you can open these doors and go to your hangar, fly outside of the ship. Also, behind these doors there is a lot of cool stuff. Here you have a place where you go to the turret, and on the left side same thing. Here you can go through these doors, and here you can access the engineering terminal, and through these doors you go to the second turret on the other side. But wait for this. Long before Polaris arrived, just look at this engineering. Crazy. You have 2 levels. You have here elevator, you can go to the lower engineering and upper engineering, where we already are. Look at that steam coming out. Crazy, crazy. The level of details, animations, sounds. Carrick is just crazy good ship. Then behind this huge place where we can put our ship, You go through these doors and you access the service ladder. You can go down. Like, this ship is so good covered. It needs one more exit place with the elevator to go all the way down. And his elevator will just go to the cargo bay. On the right side we have this. A manned turret for the drones. 2 of them. Look at this. Who knows when this will come to the Star Citizen, but once it comes, this ship already has it. And long before the Drake Clipper even became reality, the Carrick had its own crafting station. How cool is this? I don't know how this will function, but one day it will. And here we are back. Look at those here escape pods. This is how you put the escape pods, not like on Starlancer TAC. Look, they are integrated into the hallway. How amazing. And the upper part of the bridge again. Now we're gonna go to the last deck, which is all the way down. We're gonna use this central elevator. On the subdeck we have entry point for the ship. Here is the place where you enter. Here you have docking collar, and here behind there's a hidden service ladder. I mean, this thing has everything. This thing was created as actually a ship that could fly into space, in my opinion. And these are the cargo bays. Before they were not usable, but now they are much better. You can actually haul cargo with this thing. Pretty much do everything what this ship has. The only downside still, as I said, the lack of features. The game cannot support it as it should be properly. And this is the back turret. So now that we have seen what this thing can do, let's go to the cockpit and see what we can do as a players. Did you hear that? That's the quirk of this ship. So let's deploy the blast shield. Look at this thing. Wow. How cool is this? Even with the blast shield on, you can still fly the ship. And then when you had enough, just click retract. And you will still have this beautiful cockpit. The design of the ship from the outside is stunning in every way. Love it. Before, if you press K, that was a veto, the entire turret will rotate. But sadly that's not a feature anymore, but when you press N for the landing, this will happen. So this is how the veto was working before. Hopefully in future CIG fixes this, because a lot of ships have a veto now and they just don't work for some reason. So let's go and jump to the OLP again, because I love to loot those stuff, and also we have some bad guys to kill them, and overall enjoy with the ship. Now before, the Carrack was completely not sewable because you didn't have any weapons on this ship. Right now the Carrack has access to the turret on top with 2 size 4s, so actually gives a player ability to shoot some bad guys. It's not a lot, but still it's good. If you put players in these turrets, they are one of the best turrets in the game. They can access a lot and shoot a lot of bad guys. There's another turret underneath, but that is just for defending ship from the back. Just look how beautiful this thing is to fly. This thing has also 2 size 3 shields, 2 size 3 power plants, 1 size 3 quantum drive. There's someone fighting one of them. We're gonna help him. This is really cool. Before we could not do this. Right now we can.
Shields hit. Target destroyed.
Carrack for the win. 2 size 3 shields, armor and a lot of HP makes this ship now very, very strong. So cool. Love friendly players. So since this thing is a massive and it has a good shields, same as the Starlancer TAC, you can just come in, enable landing gear and land wherever you want. Look at that Drake Corsair down there. That is also one of the greatest ships in the game. I mean, there's so many good ships in the game that you actually will sometimes have a hard time which ship to pick and to enjoy. Now this is why I a lot of time do not use Carrick, because it's such a freaking huge ship. It needs a lot of space. It's like Perseus when it lands here. It's a little bit pain to exit the ship, but it's worth it.
Okay, let's do this.
Oh, I got 2 with 1 stone. So cool.
Taking injuries.
Doors are open, perfect for looting. So after more than like 15 minutes of looting, these ships are shooting relentlessly. They can do a thing to the Carrack. That's how good are the 2 size 3 shields. Engines on, up in the air, landing gear up. Magnificent thing.
Bogey.
Let's help our friend a little bit.
Raised.
It's actually pretty maneuverable for the size of the ship. Haha, love it. So yeah, the same thing as with the Starlancer TAC. You can do actually a lot with this ship. So the only downside of this ship is, as I said, it can do too much for its good. This ship is not yet fully implemented in the game. Although it has everything that this game wants to have, still the game doesn't support it. So expect in the future, in a few years, that this ship becomes even better than it is right now, especially now that the crafting is coming, and then when the drones are coming, and then exploration. This ship is absolutely amazing. So what do you think, guys, about Anvil Carrack? Do you like this ship? Write it down in the comments. I think it's awesome and amazing ship, and you should definitely try it. Thank you for watching, and until next video, have fun out there, my fellow citizens.